Whitney, I hope this blanket will feel that aesthetic.
Why should they kill you? You're not gonna kill me.
Whitney. No. No. We're not slugs, okay? We're not going to do this episode like this. So let's try and make
Well, I
this
don't have
presentable.
HR to be able to present my case.
Girl, let's make this presentable, okay?
Yeah. Presentable. Look.
I was going to say something, but that's very bad. Whitney?
What do you want to say?
No.
Say it with your chest.
I ain't saying that.
We're in the trenches.
We're
We're
out
going
here
through
in the
bridges
village.
that can break at any minute.
This is a further reminder that Clinton doesn't talk from his ass. Hi guys, it's Clinton Ogaoflondon and I'm here with
Whitney in our new set. Giving comfortable vibes.
honestly I don't
Because Clinton will not, use his expense to get a heater.
You're not serious.
It's not in the budget for Puffpuffandteapodcast apparently.
Okay. But at least I give you permission to use a blanket.
Thank you for your permission.
You're very welcome. See, I take care of my talents over here. So let's not be put otherwise out. Excuse me, no chewing over here. Don't mind her. But let's start this episode officially because this is Puff Puff and Tea Podcast and we're back again with a new episode. So you guys, for those of you listening to on YouTube, watching us on YouTube, just hit that subscribe button. You already know it's going to be a juicy conversation. You already know you're not going to leave until it's over. So why don't you just do yourself a favor and make it known that you are in it for the long haul. So just subscribe, like, comment, share, do the needful. Those listening to us on Spotify, make sure you give us a review and make sure you follow us. We appreciate you all and let's keep this Puff Puff and Tea community growing. So with that being said, let's get into today's episode. Whitney, how are you feeling today?
Still, recovering from Saturday.
What happened on Saturday?
Make me walk through the streets in the rain.
Bruh, fam, when I tell you people, well, thank you first and foremost for your efforts. Honestly, I really appreciate everybody that comes through for me in supporting my dreams.
You feel you can see your thing from here?
I
just wanted to know, if you actually considered that way from the camera.
I made the conscious effort not to. I thought about, am I going to mention it? But I feel like when you draw attention to something, it's going to cause people to fixate on it. So I'm not going to mention what you're talking about.
I was thinking when you were doing the camera.
We're not going to lay extra emphasis on what you're talking about.
No, I'm just saying when you're thinking of putting the camera out stuff, do you putting the setting now?
No, because I'm not going to remain focused on it.
Come to when you turn your head.
And I thought to myself, maybe I'll do the whole episode.
Concerned.
Yeah, maybe I'll do the whole episode facing like this.
No, thank you.
But you're not serious. But there's nothing to hide. This is just a reality, and I actually do not even because it doesn't actually look like a pimple. I really don't understand what's going on there.
It just looks like it's bleeding.
Yeah, and it needs to go before Saturdays. So if not that Saturday will be up in the air. But anywho, let's see.
Put a plaster on it, bro.
No, it's not gonna fit the aesthetic. So it needs to fix. With this, whatever Whitney was talking about needs to go away before Saturday. So everybody pray for me. Even by the time this episode comes out, Saturday will have passed. But anywho, but as I was saying, yes, Saturday was a new experience. Yeah, so it definitely was a new experience for me, and fam.
Big ups to Peckham.
Yeah, big ups Peckham. Thank you, Peckham, for the support.
And
despite the weather. I don't know about that. Despite the weather, you guys that participated, you guys did your thing and we appreciate it. Check out Clinton's Law. Check out Clinton the Oga on Instagram, TikTok. You'll see the street interviews live in Peckham. They have this Oga out in the streets. You guys should not think for a second this Oga does not
come from the streets.
That's not where I was going to. But you guys should not think for a second this Oga does not work hard because they had him out there in the streets, and anybody that knows this Oga knows that this Oga is not out there in the streets.
Yeah, forget Karen Hugo. It's now Oga. I never thought Karen Hugo was classy and all that stuff, and now she come back, she's I have street cred now. Now you have street cred.
I don't even know what to say to that. But anywho, I'm out here in the streets trying to show you guys that I am here for you. That, I am one with you people.
He's starting from the bottom.
But, exciting things. And that definitely was a new experience for me. It's something that I've had on my list to do for a while now and to get it done. Thank God. I want to say, I was thinking about it today, and I just feel like sometimes, with a lot of things, not even just content creation but I just think a lot of things the hardest thing is to actually just get it started.
Just to do it.
Yeah, literally just to get it done. Like, so even waking up in the morning, you know, the hardest part is getting up and getting your day started. But like once you get up and get your day started, you're good to go. So yeah, I was just reminded of that, and at least now we've done this first one, then hopefully the next ones are going to be easier. But
next ones?
Yes.
Like plural?
Yes, ones. Because, bro, we got an empire to build.
You thinking my schedule be like that?
That's the thing. Even my schedule now, because we need to see how we're going to make this work. But we got an empire to build. So what we got to do, we're going to have to do it because, bro, we got to go up. We got to go up. I got to buy a mansion. I got to buy a range. I got to buy, you know, you understand? I got to, and
so
because
long as not a Mercedes. So long as not a Mercedes.
God, I've told you to drop that rubbish out. Anyhow. And because I'm an OGA of international doings, I'm not confined to one environment. So I have to, you know.
Just gotta blow.
There's no other option. I just have to blow it. The lifestyle requires it. But I need to top up my Vaseline before we actually continue this conversation.
Look at you. You didn't even do that before.
I did, but I don't know why it's drying up.
Damn, Clinton. What's up with you?
I don't know, it's the air. The air is cold. But speaking of the air, guys, by the time this episode comes out, it's going to be 1st of December, first day of December, meaning Christmas! It's getting closer and closer and closer and closer. How are we feeling?
I'm not really into it.
It's time! Mariah is shaking!
I just can't wait for January.
Girl, why?
So it can be over.
You're not serious at all. You're actually not serious. There's so much more that is going to be accomplished that is in store for us in the month of December. So we shouldn't take it. We should not rush through December. We should take it in all its glory because it's going to be a glorious month. I can see it. I can feel it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But you know, okay, maybe you can put Christmas aside. But of course, as Nigerians, something that we know is becoming more and more popular. Wait, why am I talking on your phone? What's happening?
Oh, I'm trying to present the.
Present what?
The what's it called? The quote of the day.
Just well done, Whitney. But anyway, as I was saying, because this thing, you know, as Nigerians, there's this season that's becoming more and more popular associated with the December month, which is Detty December.
Do you know? I saw on Instagram a whole schedule for in Lagos.
Girl, we are on the same. We are on the same. Our algorithms are finally matching up. They're finally, because I wanted to talk to you about that.
And that's why we should start off with the quote of today.
Okay, what's the quote of today?
Mm-hmm. My mom saw me today and said, "You added weight. Hope you're using your brain." That was the quote of today. See,
yeah. Sometimes the Nigerian parents, I really don't understand. Because from where to where?
Yeah.
No, actually, from where to where? Do you know, that's how I was having I don't know if I told you about this here, but I was having a conversation with one of our aunties recently here, and they were basically like, oh, that I should do this, basically they wanted me to do something. I was like, no, I don't want to do that right now. I'm considering other options, that kind of thing. So they're like, okay.
Was it a group of aunties, just one?
No, one auntie. So they're like, okay, if you don't do that, then when are you getting married?
From where to where?
As auntie I just said, and this, she was serious. I literally told her from where to where. How do we get from that to this?
Have your children gotten married?
Ask again. I was just like, from where to where? And she was like, when should we go? When should we go? So like, when are we getting married then? If you don't do this, when are we getting married?
You wouldn't know when I'm getting married. I
was just like, from where to where? That's how, as you just said this quote, I'm just like, Nigerian parents here, a lot of the time they're the same. They're just the same, okay? Because from facts to brain, I do not understand. And from what I was talking about to marriage, I do not understand. But anywho, what in all of this, I just think it builds up our confidence as a generation. When we hear all of this randomness, there's nothing that can shock us again. Like, there's nothing we have not heard before. So, yeah. Nigerian parents, they know what they're doing. They're building up a generation of strong-minded men and women, hopefully. So yeah, that is my takeaway from that.
That's a positive spin.
Yeah, and that's what I like to say. I just like to take away the positives. There's no need to engage in the negatives.
Some therapists will literally, I swear, right? Imagine when you went to a therapist and you just you said all the things that your parents said to you, like that your Nigerian parents said to you. They'd be like, I can imagine them in their notes saying they are suffering from a traumatic trauma in their childhood.
No,
it's verbal abuse.
Lol.
Like, some people will actually think that.
But that's the thing, and that's why some people are like, you know, when they go to therapy, they feel it's important to have somebody that has a similar background.
Culture.
You understand, similar background to them, because, like you said, that difference in culture could make somebody not understand. You know, what is the word? Like that, without that similarity in culture, may make it hard for somebody to maybe necessarily understand or relate to somebody else's experience, and maybe to see things from different points of view rather than just see from their point of view. And
that's how we were like I was in sociology one time.
Yeah.
We were having, and it was like, I remember it was all the classes did sociology, we were all in like one room, and we were having a discussion, and then someone was just like, we're talking about, I don't even know how we got to the topic. We're talking about trauma and stuff like that. We talk about trauma and then someone's like, yeah, like getting a beating, and someone's like, bro, I get that weekly. And the person was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Lol.
And the person was actually, the person who was saying, please, what's it called? I get that weekly, was like Nigerian. And the other person was like, not from Nigeria.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm like, nah, what's it called? We used to it in our culture. I'm like, wow. Society in your culture has made it acceptable to beat children. And like the way we were like going, like, at one point you just saw like the Nigerians have in one corner, and people that weren't, and like having back and forth, because they were trying to make us understand that we have been traumatized, that we've been verbally and physically abused, and society has made us accept it and think that is the norm, when actually it's not the norm. If you see how I came home and literally sat with mum, I was just like, bruh, what you've been doing has not been okay. What you've been doing to you and your children has not been acceptable. And then mum was there trying to tell me the difference between a good beating and a bad beating.
Bam.
I was
that's exactly what. Do you know exactly? That's exactly what I was about to.
I literally said back
get into now.
She was like, if it leaves a mark, that's a bad beating.
Lol.
What's good? If you only leave a mark, so I'm like, so you can conk me in the head. So long as it leave a mark, is a good beating. That's what you're telling me. Instead of going back and forth with mum, I was just like, what's good? We will agree to disagree.
Yeah, that seems to be your new favourite statement. But anyway,
which one be new from time?
Yeah, that seems to be one of your favourite statements. But yeah, because what just came to my mind as you were speaking about this, like, I think a lot of the time Nigerian parents, they're quick to quote the Bible and be like, oh, the Bible says, spare the rod and spoil the child, that kind of thing. As per, that if you do not discipline your child, you're, leaving them open to just you're leaving them open to not be corrected in areas of their life that they should be corrected, especially from a parental point of view. And I believe maybe that's a lot of Nigerian people's take when it comes to that scripture. But what I was going to say, like I said, for me, a lot of the time I consider intention behind everything. And it's not to say that I necessarily agree, but it's because of the intention, I won't hold on to it, so negatively. Do you understand? Like I wouldn't call it trauma for me personally. They're the ones that, yes, it's not from a good place, but they're the ones that that okay, I may not approach this thing the same way that you're approaching it, but your intention is that you want me to do better. That is your intention behind this. You're disciplining. Do you understand? So I do feel like because of that is, and I think in the Nigerian culture, I don't think Nigerian parents will not necessarily call it beating. They will call it disciplining, because that is their POV, that they're disciplining their child. But there's a difference between disciplining your child and abusing your child. There are people that abuse their child all in the name of disciplining their child. There's some people that take the absolute piss. Maybe their child drinks water in the wrong way. They give them a slap around the face or whatever, that kind of thing. But they're the ones that you can tell that when they're doing it from a place of correction. They want you to correct your ways, and it is, some could say necessary.
As I said to my parents, thank you for teaching me what I will not do.
That's the only thing. We don't have to repeat it.
If I ever decided to bring a child,
so you're not going to beat your child?
Huh?
You're not going to beat your child?
No, it's not going to be my first option.
So, but it's a possibility.
Actually,
you said it's not your first option.
It's not my first option, but also I generally do not see myself doing that, because what's it called? The way I see it is like, I feel like every child is different. You shouldn't discipline them in the same way, and I think that was something that I wish our parents took into consideration. How one person is disciplined doesn't mean that you can use that same approach and it's going to have the same effect with that other child. Another part of me is like, they're doing the best they can. You know, they got like how many kids, they can't keep up with each one of our personalities, our emotions. So I can see why they would just be like, let's keep it easy as possible and just. So I can see it as that way. My thing is like I just don't see the idea of, because what's it called? I'm not gonna lie, that did have a negative effect because eventually I became a violent person because of stuff like that. And now because of the time that I've taken to try and grow, evolve, and you know, that's how I've come to the decision that I don't want to take that approach.
I hear that. I don't know.
That's what I said. What's it called? How you like the way they we're all disciplined the same.
Yeah.
How the outcome that happened doesn't mean that the outcome is going to be the same when you do it to me. Yeah.
And I think one thing you said that it's really important is like not all children are the same. And I think and I think maybe that's where parents may be can be doing better, is that you can't approach all children the same. It's just the reality of it, because sometimes the way people are approaching, you know, one child, it may not be necessary to approach the other child in that same way, and because of that child of course will grow up to realize that, right, you didn't need to do this to me for me to, you know, maybe do things correctly, and that will end up building resentment and all those things. And we could have just avoided that if you just, you know, took your time and really thought out, okay, how am I going to cater to the needs of each of my child? But we're not parents yet, so I would also say that, you know, we're talking just from a place of, you know, looking in. When we get to that stage, we may think differently and, you know, see things, because a lot of people do say that when they do become parents, they start to see things a lot more from their parents' point of view. Not to say that we're going to repeat things, but they can see like they understand more of their parents' point of view. So I think it's very easy for us to say that without having children, but that's just our thought process right now, and it is what it is.
Yeah, because when I was young, I had a lot of anger, and then I learned how to use my voice and that stuff. So like when instead, because the younger me would be like so pissed when our parents would be like, Whitney, you're going to do this, or Whitney will do this. It used to piss me off. I used to get angry and that stuff. Then I started using my voice, and I was like, no, you didn't ask Whitney if she can do it or if she has time. Don't make assumptions. At a time when the photographs got missing, all of a sudden, Mom's blaming me because she knows I don't like photographs.
What photographs?
The photographs in the corridor.
Lol.
And she just blamed me. She's like, I remember she yelled, Whitney, where'd you take all the photographs? I'm like, why are you making the assumption it is me? You didn't even ask me. You just, the first approach was to yell at me. If it was the younger me, I would be yelling back at her.
Yeah.
But the growth that I experienced and learning how to use my voice, I like spoke to her and be like, no, you made, you didn't ask me. You made that assumption. I didn't touch your photographs.
Yeah.
The photographs were on were in where the shoe rack was. Was inside the shoe rack.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
I don't know.
Lol.
It was like inside the shoe rack. Like there was only one picture missing and it was inside the shoe rack.
Oh, as in it fell, maybe it fell down.
Yeah, it fell down and that stuff. But she made the assumption that it was me. And then she saw it. Then she saw it, she's like, oh, it's you. I was like, okay, now I apologise.
Lol.
Sometimes you also have to teach your parents. We both have to learn.
Yeah.
The same way you want me to apologise when I do wrong, you need to apologise too.
Yeah.
But you also got me to, I remember I saw this topic and I was like, what is it with Nigerian parents struggling to apologise or to admit when they're wrong?
It's probably pride.
Yeah, because you know how many times I've had to tell mom you need to apologise. Because I remember one time, like Raymond, like I forgot what it was, but Raymond didn't do it, but she thought it did, and like, you know, hit him on the back. And then Raymond was upset. I was like, Raymond, why are you upset? He's like, Mom accused me of this, but I didn't do it, and all that stuff. So I was like, when I saw her on the stairs, I called Raymond. I was like, Raymond, come here. I was like, and I was like to him, you hit him on the back, even though you didn't do it. Then he's like, she was like, yes. I was like, okay, now turn your back. And then like, I turned her back for her, and I told Raymond hit her.
Lol, mommy has your time.
She did.
Mommy has your time, lol. No.
That's how yes, I had to, what's it called? I had to teach as well my siblings. Like all those times when she was in the airport and she thought if she could wear heels and she could wear her heels, get new nails, and nobody will carry her and she won't have to carry her bags. If you see the way I told her, put that bag down, she'll pick it up herself because next time she'll know not to do this.
But she never.
Huh? Every time I saw that bag, I dropped it.
Lol.
If it was a jumper, I dropped the bag. It was a regular number, I dropped the bag. Lol. One time she was like, "Where's the bag?" I said, "It's over there."
Lol.
We had walked from here, the bag was there. I said, "You have to go get the bag."
You're not serious. You're actually not serious at all. But yeah. I think the whole apology thing, it all comes back to pride, like Nigerian. And I think it's a bit of, that's ingrained system of respect that we have in Nigeria. Like, you always need to respect your elders, that kind of thing. And because of that, people, as far as you're older than somebody, you carry yourself at a higher level than a person. Even if the person is 1 year younger than you, you carry yourself at a higher level compared to that, in your mind, compared to that person that is younger than you. Talk less of you being a parent and you borning that person. Do you understand? So after all, people can call you out and be like, say, I can born you, that kind of thing.
I'd be like,
talk less of me actually borning you.
I'd be like, I did not ask to be born.
Lol.
No, that was my go-to thing. Like every time one of that will bring up I brought you into this world. I said, did I force you to?
Lol. Lol.
Did you ask my permission for me to come out?
No. Oh, we're here now. Yes. And like you said, I think it's also a thing to recognize that everybody's actually learning on the job.
Yeah.
Like, yet again, no child is the same. Even if somebody has been a parent before, them having a new child is always going to be the same experience, that kind of thing.
Everything you're saying,
you have to learn on the job.
Everything you're saying is like stuff that mom used to say to me. She's like, what's it called? I'm learning. I was like, you have 5 children. I understand me, but what's it called? The other 4, you have no excuse.
We don't all have the same needs.
Huh?
We don't all have the same.
But if you're treating us as if you're treating us as we have the same needs and using that thing, that's why I used to. If you see the way, that's why. What's it called? Like I was the kid that was going back and forth with this woman. I had time. I was like, she would come up with something. I'd be like, I didn't ask to be born. What's it called? Well, I have so many children. I was like, I didn't ask for all of them.
Lol.
It wasn't you and dad that made these decisions.
Lol. But so I think that's also something I've come to recognize that being a parent is a unique thing. Like, it's a unique journey. Everybody's journey is unique.
I can see why they send our asses to Nigeria. They're like, these children.
Lol.
She's like, Clinton and Whitney are just the worst. These people, they need to learn some respect.
That's the thing, people there's that assumption that when you go to Nigeria for secondary school, you're probably so badly behaved and you're shipped off to Nigeria so that you could be forced to learn the Nigerian discipline and the Nigerian culture of things. But I don't necessarily think that was our parents' intention.
No, I don't think that was a joke.
Yeah, I know you're joking.
I still think they thought that was the worst. If you see that way that sending me to boarding school backfired on them.
Lol. No, I don't think we're badly behaved. I just think it was a thing of and I don't think they have never even told us we were badly behaved. And
but what's it called? We talked about.
Yeah, definitely. I just think there are definitely things that you can only learn by being in Nigeria. Yeah. So and I think that's what they wanted us to be exposed to. And thank God, because everything works out for a reason. So
moving on to your Lagos thing.
Yeah. No, but even before we get into this Lagos thing, because as I just said, I was just speaking about our time in Nigeria. I was speaking to one of my friends recently, and we're having
surprise.
Yes, now you know me, I'm always in conversation when I have the time. So I was speaking to one of my friends lately, and I was just talking about something that they're actually talking about this whole Christians in Nigeria, that kind of thing.
Oh my gosh! And I was doing more research on that thing. But continue.
Yeah, but they were talking about this whole Christian thing in Nigeria and the conversation that's happening online, and they were just very passionate about it, and they were like, sorry, they were just calling me to vent. They needed somebody to talk to and vent. They were just then the person just slipped into conversation. They were just like, Clint, you're so lucky to have to go through all of this, blah 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 blah. And have it in mind this person is here with me in London. So the only reason you're saying that is because you don't think I'm as Nigerian as you, because you per se have lived in Nigeria. And I'm not even trying to negate that you have lived in Nigeria. So I literally had to tell the person to call, I hear you, but I hear you, but there's no need to downplay the fact that I'm Nigerian, just like you, that kind of thing. But
I would agree. She's
but
more Nigerian.
But that's the thing. But I just felt like the tone of the conversation was like, it's not because, in my opinion, in that conversation, I just felt like, right, it's not because, you know, you have lived in Nigeria that I too do not have feelings towards this topic. Do you understand? And that was maybe just my point of view. And I'm not even trying to argue the fact that us being brought up, born and brought up outside of Nigeria, means that our experience in Nigeria is different from those that have lived in Nigeria. I'm not arguing that. That is the simple facts. You understand? People that have lived in Nigeria definitely, especially for a long period of time, definitely have a different experience of Nigeria than us that have been outside of Nigeria. And I'm not even trying to argue that, but it just brought to my mind like, wow, do you think maybe people downplay people's Nigerianness, especially when they're based outside of Nigeria? What do you think?
Yeah, no, what's it called? I don't have a. I'm not against it.
I hear that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not as if I was even it's not as if I feel like I'm the same or I have the same experience as those that have lived in Nigeria, especially like for a long period of time. But I just feel like in the conversation that it's not because that you have probably lived in Nigeria longer than I, that kind of thing. You have lived in Nigeria and you're born there, that kind of, was she even born there? I don't even know. But like, yeah, my friend has lived in Nigeria for a longer period of that I will not have feelings towards the topic that we're discussing. And I just felt that was my point of view in making that statement. But yeah, definitely I do feel like our experiences cannot be the same. The fact that we have not lived in Nigeria and people have lived in Nigeria, so definitely have a different experience and different outlook on Nigeria. Because like I said, there's one thing I always say, you know, where we are is good for the money, and by the time we go to Nigeria, we go prepared for what is to come in that Nigeria. So
we go prepared.
Yeah, I go prepared. I go, you know, with people that are prepared on my behalf. So I'm prepared.
On your behalf.
Yeah, they're prepared on my behalf.
Or you just tell them, where's your card?
But they know that that's their responsibility, so I'm not going to be made to feel guilty about it.
I can't wait for next year to see there's a difference.
I don't know what you see. I'm not going to see any difference. I'm not going to see any difference because I don't start what I cannot finish. See, that's where our boundaries come into place. I have boundaries when it comes to certain things. I have boundaries when it comes to my lifestyle. You have boundaries when it comes to I think the way people approach you, that kind of thing. So
I have boundaries to people.
Yeah, you have boundaries to people. So yeah, I think that's the different ways we apply our boundaries. So as I was saying, and so I definitely feel like because we come into the country prepared, we come in prepared to cater Nigeria towards our needs, that kind of thing. Whereas people that have lived in Nigeria, they day in day out, they see Nigeria, regardless of, like, you know, day in day out, they see Nigeria, they know what's going on.
They see the beauty, they see the ugly.
Exactly, they see everything that comes with being in Nigeria, and so definitely we cannot necessarily compare with that. And and then it's not a competition. I just think that's the thing, maybe my point of view. I'm like, it's not a competition here. One Nigeria, one love, guys. But I understand. I understand that.
Yeah, I think someone best explained it to me. Where he says, when they were like, Whitney, you come in this country for let's say a few months, or I'm in this country for a year.
Yeah.
I'm in this country for years.
Yeah.
You pick and choose when you want to come in.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I get it.
Yeah.
I can't argue with you.
Yeah.
I don't want to argue with you.
Yeah, we can't. It just is what it is. So unless we decide to make that move, we're just gonna have to accept the facts, okay? We understand, guys. We understand. No competition over here. Nobody's trying to compete with you guys. No Enjoy your place, okay? So yeah. But speaking of Nigeria, as we know, we are in December, and with December comes one thing and one thing only currently in Nigeria, and that is Detty December. Detty December. What's our thoughts on Detty December?
I hate the name. It's becoming cringe.
Oh.
Okay, I don't hate it. I just find it cringe.
No, I feel you. And I think one thing we've mentioned, like we constantly mention in this house, is that, you know, we don't necessarily resonate with the culture of Detty December per se. Because, like, you know, as much as it's becoming trendy for this Detty December, and honestly, one thing I would say, as much as I may not resonate with it, I do see the positive in it. You know, it is showing Nigeria in a positive light and showing Because at the end of the day, yeah, there are people that, as much as it may not be the best thing, but like, there are people that have never really had their experience in Nigeria, never gone to Nigeria. They've been Nigerian, like they've known they're Nigerian, that kind of thing. And maybe their parents have not been the kind that make the effort to take them to Nigeria. But now seeing this, what seems like a fun experience, they are ready to make their own steps to go into Nigeria without even their parents, necessarily supporting them and that kind of thing. So I do see the positives in it, and it's definitely bringing, I think it's bringing positive attention to the country and tourism. Tourism is always a good thing. So I do see positives in it, but I don't think it's something that all Nigerians resonate with. Like, especially us in the Igbos, we know what's up. We know what's up. As December starts knocking, Owa December, no new Lego, and we know what that Owa December is. We know where that Owa December is. It's in our, where there is sand, you understand? Where there is massive gates. Where there is mansion that you only stay in for one night.
Dubai.
This one is
our father's land in Dubai.
This one is just talking about another thing. But you people know the one I'm talking about. You people know what December, you know the one now. You know the one. So, you people know. In the Igbos, our own Detty December is in the village. So, this Detty December...
The village in Dubai, our father's land.
See, if you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, I'm not going to explain to you, because this one is not serious. As I was saying, so like, yes, I do feel like as much as there's this narrative being pushed out there that Detty December is a Nigerian thing. I don't think it's truthfully represents the whole Nigeria's experience of Christmas, because it's not as if it's only. After Detty December is only when it started becoming more and more popular. It's only the past 3 years.
Yeah.
It's not even that long ago. I don't think it's reached 5 years that Detty December has really been a thing.
Like, also, say for example, this trend dies, what happens? Then does that mean that you guys just now stop coming? If it's going to come in for Detty December, like, please just...
Food for thought.
Yeah, just...
But unlike others, that's whether we like it or not, we're in the
exactly.
village.
We're in the trenches. We're going through bridges that can break at any minute, and we could drown.
It will not break in Jesus' name. We will not drown in Jesus' name.
What's it called? We're going to church. What's it called? Having to hear a pastor we don't understand, and then begging and hoping, and no one has parked their vehicle in front of our vehicle because we're trying to sneak out.
Going from house to house.
Going from house to house, having to calculate how you're going to eat this rice, and then go to another person's house and eat that rice because you don't want to look bad if you reject someone's rice.
Fab. See, that Christmas season here in the East, I cannot see. That's the thing. Us, we can speak for our experience, with this Eastern Christmas vibe here, and I don't think you can be hungry. Yeah. I do not think.
I remember.
I don't think you can be hungry.
I had the full
but
times.
I also think I'm speaking from a place of privilege. I understand
exactly,
not everybody's privileged like that, but
I remember
our reality.
There was one time we were like going, and it was during the time I had exams.
Yeah.
Then when I was coming back, so I was like reading in the car, being forced to go to people I don't even know who they are, homes on Christmas Day, and I was just so pissed. And I just remember by the time I got to the fourth house, I spent it in the the guest toilet.
Lol.
They even asked my mum, is she alright? And I was like, yeah, she's fine.
Lol.
I came out, my mum was just like, don't eat the salad, because it was salad cream and that stuff.
Yeah.
Whitney, she said, don't eat the salad, just have a few spoons of the rice.
Lol.
And I remember I just had 3, and then she was 10 chichi boy, eat some. so it looks like I'm eating all that stuff.
Dang.
I remember Chichi boy, it was his. If you see the way that boy was just eating,
because Igbo people, I think we take Christmas very seriously.
Do you think so?
I think it's a big celebration for us.
What's good? Do you think that just cause I'm wondering, is it just a few? I'm wondering, is it actually a big deal for Igbo? It's just that it's just what's on our timeline, and therefore we come to that thought that it's a big thing for us.
What do you mean?
Christmas, going to the village and all that stuff.
I think it's a big, the fact that it's a known thing that Igbo people will go back to the village for Christmas, that kind of thing.
Because
I think it's a big part of our culture.
There's a lot that don't come back.
But as a whole, as a culture, I think it's a very known thing that we go back home for Christmas, and I don't think it's peculiar that it is Christmas and that is the time. I think it's a big part of
You just wake up and you just go.
yeah, it's a big part of our culture. It's an instinct within us, and I think it's something that is being, passed down. That Christmas you go to the village.
The times I've been going to the village, been looking extra dry.
Yeah, but another thing is that as Igbo people, Christmas is not one day. That's another thing. True. So it's a season. So as much as yes, people will not be there on the actual Christmas, because in our village they come back regardless from January. They're back because to them that's even when things are kicking off, because the actual Christmas period not much can go on because everything is around the church, that kind of thing. Everything must be catered around the church schedule. So any events that are going to happen, maybe like weddings, funerals, sadly, is really from that first week of January that things kick off. So because of that, and considering people's work schedules, a lot of them come in January. But that season, it is. I just think Christmas is it's definitely a big thing in the Igbo culture. It's definitely something that I think
that's why you take it such a big deal.
Probably.
I think sometimes think that I'm Yoruba in heart.
Anywho, we're just gonna glaze over that. But I just think it's definitely and there's probably some history to it why they have dedicated that time to really coming together.
Do you know what's so funny?
What's that?
Imagine what's called dad did I don't know, an ancestry thing, and he realised that his family is actually Yoruba, but they came into the Igbo land.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But let's give some light onto the Detty December that people are, constantly raving about when it comes to Nigeria. So some of you may know that they now have they're basically trying to formalize Detty December, make it a whole festival. Yeah, it's possible. They're trying to make it like a whole festival with consistent events lined up through the month of December. So they now have this whole calendar. Starting from December 6th all the way up to December 30th. And Flavor is there! Flavor Nabania! Oh, Jesus! Yes! See my brother! Oh my gosh! She's just now seeing this thing.
Which day?
Flavor is playing on the 22nd. Hey! Today,
that was probably before he goes to the village.
Of course not. That's the first thing I clocked. I'm like, right, it's not the 25th because he knows where he has to be. He can't be in last grade.
If you told me the 25th, I would.
He can't be in last grade. We can't be in last grade on the 25th. We know. So our ancestors will come and disturb us. So we know where we got to be. But yeah, he's gonna play on the 22nd. Shout out to Flavor now, but do you know one thing I was thinking? Yeah,
I really want to go to a Flavor contest. What I was thinking. That's what I just thought. I really want to go to a Flavor
contest. Definitely we need to go. And I'm definitely going to probably even host one of his events. So because
Flavor, my brother,
just hit me up. Hit up my email oneclintonslow@gmail.com for inquiries, because I'm here for you. You understand? Let's rise together. But yeah, do you know one thing I was thinking? I feel like with each Christmas season, there's that song of the season. But I don't know. This year, I'm like, where is it? Has the song arrived yet?
What was the song season last year?
Do you know? Flavor always has a song in December that.
Has he released something?
He has. I don't know if that song gets. It may kick off by December. This December air is different, and a song just normally pops up. But I feel like what was the song? If Ken's not taking it,
let me see.
Let me see. Flavor, because every year for the past 3 years he has been having a song that you cannot avoid when it comes to Christmas. Everybody, last year it was Bola. Bola, how much is money? It's nothing.
So I always get that song mixed up with I don't know. Levels and games.
I feel you. I feel like there was an era where his songs, maybe they were playing it so much back to back that they were starting to sound a bit similar.
Because they do that when they play it back to back and it sounds like the same song.
Starts to sound similar. But yeah, I definitely.
Yeah, he has. Is it what's it called?
Afroculture. Yeah, but I don't know if it's. I'm going to reserve my comments on that one because you're my brother. But yeah, I don't know if that one has necessarily taken the title yet. But we're not at Christmas yet. He may, because apparently it's coming out with an album November 29th. So yeah, he knows what's up. November 29th, yeah, it's coming out for an album. I think, or is it November 28th? He just released this thing today. The track list today. Let me see. Flavor Nabana, because of course, I'm on top of my brother's matter.
I haven't seen it, but I'm so far liking how the video is looking.
Yeah, when is it coming? No, November 28th. See? November 28th, all of you check out my brother Flavor Nabane coming out to the new project Flavor Afroculture. So yeah, I'm anticipating the song for the season because right now I don't know if it's arrived. I think we're still hooked on With You. That is still the song that because I feel like every Christmas there's that song that you cannot go out and not hear. You cannot go to an event and not hear. The event is not complete until you heard that particular song. So I'm waiting for that song to drop for this season. Because we're still waiting. Unless you think there's a song that has done that so far.
No, I'm even looking to see if there's anything that
Yeah, I think we're still hooked on With You. I think With You is still the song that's because there's that song that transgenerational everybody is singing, through the season. And right now I still think it's With You. So I don't know if With You is going to carry itself into Christmas as well. And wow, because With You has been out for a bit.
Why do I feel like something came?
If it came, you would know.
I knew you'd say something like
if it came, you would know. Because
like
every season there's that song you cannot avoid. Like everywhere you go, you cannot avoid it, and it'll be stuck in your head whether you like it or not. So yeah, I feel like we're still awaiting that song. But like this their what's it called calendar is looking very eventful.
So far, I'm just looking at my timeline. The song I've been playing the most is what's it called Kiss Daniel's EP.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like
it might actually be many people.
Unless that
because that thing has been picking up in the radio.
Unless that maybe it's possible. That has potential to be the song of this.
That could be it.
Song of Christmas. So I think
let's see what Flavour comes out.
Yeah, let's see Flavour. Flavour, you still have time because everybody knows December is Flavour season. It's undisputable.
Flavour is like
that's the season.
What's it called? Like Mariah Carey.
But I put those two together. Flavour is the Mariah Carey of Nigeria. You understand? Come December.
And Mariah Carey is the Flavour of Nigeria. Okay.
You get the vibe. Flavour, what's your own? Because her own is this time. I'm trying to think Flavour. What will be your own? I was about to say Ashawo, Awusha, but people don't want to. I'm telling you, people don't want to be resonating with that Ashawo anymore. So we need to think of something else. Flavour now, Bania. When it comes to me, we'll get it. But anywho, So this day, Ashake is going to be performing.
Oh my gosh, that your shout out just now made me think of something.
What's that?
I finally watched after a long period of checking my schedule, pushing it, saying, okay, I'll watch it this week, but I don't watch it that week.
What's that?
Pushing it again. I finally watched in every word.
Oh, the 3-hour movie.
2 hours. It's also 3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours.
The second part is 3 hours.
I finally watched it.
Yeah.
And I must say, anybody who knows me knows, I haven't found a Nigerian sequel that I have liked. This one, I'm not even saying it was great or something, but I liked it.
Yeah.
And one thing that I liked about it is, a lot of the time, right, with these Nigerian movies, when they're like, building up for when a movie's surrounding on like a specific event, like a wedding or a I don't know, funeral or something, like we'll see the whole build up to the funeral or the wedding and all the drama and all that stuff. And then when it gets to the event, it's like 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah. And then that's it. Yeah. But this one,
they tried.
I saw the wedding.
Yeah, they tried.
I saw the wedding. I understand why it was 3 hours. They gave a good time on the wedding. Yeah. You saw the people enter the dance, like the mother and her people, the groomsmen, the mothers, the groom's mother and her people, and then the bride and all that stuff. And we got to see different, like they had 3 performers.
Yeah, and that's the vibe.
And we got to see those those 3 different performers and that stuff. So I was like, thank you. Yeah. Because a lot of the time, that's one thing that really kind of pisses me off when it's like I see a movie and it's based on an event. I'm like, I'm only going to see 2 minutes of this event.
As you brought that up here, like I feel like there's only 2 movies that come to my mind that I feel like have really tried when it comes to representing.
The Wedding Party.
Definitely, The Wedding Party is definitely one of them. Honestly, I feel The Wedding Party, that movie is timeless. Like I feel that movie really changed the trajectory of the Nollywood game, in my opinion. I don't know, like
I agree because I don't really, but then again, I haven't watched.
Yeah, but I just think it really took the Nollywood space to a different height. I really think
I think it did help international, but like box office, we've had Nigerian movies that have done equally the same.
Yeah, that's what. Since then, there's definitely been movies that have done great things, and definitely. But I just feel like I remember what that movie did for the Nollywood space, especially like you said, especially internationally, probably. So I don't think that now that I brought it up, it really just came to my mind. Wow, that movie really did. It did a big one. It really did a big one.
Maybe realize what's her name was.
Who? Adesua. I knew her.
I don't know what's called. I've seen her in movies, right?
Yeah.
But I just didn't know her name.
Yeah, I think that maybe made her a household name.
Yeah, and then I saw Banky W and I was like, the first when I saw him, right, you know, the first thing I thought was like, is he producing it? Because that's the only way he could get this acting role. That's why I thought.
I hear that.
That's why I thought.
That,
but then I realized that, oh no, this guy has actually acted before. Yeah. It's like, okay, sorry, Banky.
Oh, I've not seen him act before. I don't think I've seen him.
No, but I did my research. You know me, I do my research. But I was like, yeah, he's done acting before. I'm sorry, Banky. Even I have not seen it. Yeah. I'm sorry, Banky.
Oh, but do you know today, guys, today we're filming, it's actually their anniversary. They just
I saw
and I'm just like, bruh, I remember when that thing came out, that honestly, when they announced their engagement, I thought, bruh, it's the sequel.
Like, I thought it was publicity.
Honestly, I thought they were doing PR for the next movie. I said, okay, the next movie is coming soon. Until I read the caption, I said, this sounds very deep and personal for a movie.
Clinton,
then I started seeing this everywhere. I'm like, is it not movie we're talking? And that's the same way I thought when Juma and this person came out to Juma and Prissy. You know, I told you, I thought it was PR. I thought it was PR. Oh. I didn't think that relationship was a real thing. No offense. I just thought, because Prissy, every time I seen her, it was always for influencing kind of thing. So I know some she's influencing maybe for this guy's music video, that kind of thing. They're trying to sell a story for his next music video. I don't know him. Until I saw that, this narrative is not going anywhere. She's actually getting married. Similar thoughts to these people.
When you showed me Banky and
I remember I screamed this house down.
I know. I'm when you showed it, I was still thinking, this is part of the movie.
I'm telling you,
this is part of the movie.
I thought it was part of the movie. I
was thinking, why are they doing another wedding when the movie is going
I was just like, what's going on here? Then we're just seeing it more and more before, and I think they announced it shortly before the wedding. Yeah. So before you know, we're seeing the wedding, we're like, this is serious, so this is very, very serious.
I know. The way I realized it was serious, I was like, when did people have time to do relationship to get engaged to marriage? I was like, when did this all happen?
But I feel like that's the thing with the Nigerian celebrity scene here, because they don't have that necessary they don't have that publicity system to really be in their business. And I think what they want to keep away, they can keep away, that kind of thing. So that is definitely something they have on their side. So it's understandable why we didn't know, but yeah, it was definitely a shock. And that's another event in Nigeria that I can remember. Like, that was...
No, before Priscilla and Jukes...
That's exactly what I thought today. Before Priscilla and Jukes, it was bad 2017. Those that were there were there. Those I was there. Nobody can tell me I was there. Girl, you're talking to it. I said I was in bad 2017. Nobody can tell me otherwise. Before we had... What's the name of their own? What's their own hashtag? Please see, what's their own hashtag?
I was about to say Jukes. I don't know.
So don't forget I'm about bad.
PJ.
PJ. Before PJ, we had bad 2017. Oh Jesus! Hey, from our first entrance, we did out to honeymoon. We did there. Hey.
And after Jukes, we had Dave, Joe, and Chema.
No, that was before Jukes.
Oh, that was before.
Or was it after?
So it's after.
Maybe it's after.
It's after.
Maybe it's after.
After.
I think it's after.
It's after.
Maybe it's after. But no, before all of these ones, we had bad. And I was just like, wow, it was a national wedding. That was like the way, I don't know what it was. Everybody just thought that it was. Everybody just carried the wedding. Everybody felt like, wow, is this our wedding? And I think definitely because we had seen a love story. Then to see a love story come to life, it's like, and Nigerians love. That's just another thing. Nigerians love love.
I remember when we saw like the Jukes one and Priscilla. I was like thinking of that one. I was like, but before Banky, who was it before? Because I was really trying to figure out.
And I think I said I don't think there was another wedding
that's
had that impact.
I feel like there was one, but I literally forgot it.
The fact that you have forgotten,
I know, but I remember I mentioned it. I forgot it. Then I remembered. I mentioned it. Now I've forgotten it again. So I'm just like,
the only other one that comes to mind is Tiwa.
No.
And I don't know if I had.
Her one was more private.
Yeah, definitely the white way.
You only saw like a glimpse.
That's the thing. And that's another thing, probably because of social media. Social media definitely caused there to be a different, what's it called, outlook when it came to that wedding. Before that, social media was not as in use as it was then.
Yeah, David was after.
Yeah, okay. But bad 2017, I don't know, it kept the nation on a chokehold. We were on a standstill. Throughout that whole period, I think we were on a standstill. Everybody was in that. You couldn't avoid it. Everybody was there. Anything else that was happening just was an afterthought. That's just, it's like, sorry to anybody that was getting married in that season. Sorry, honestly. Because that was the only thing on our mind. Bad 2017. But yeah, as I was saying, the only other movie other than Wedding Party that I feel really captured the energy when it came to Nigerian events was Chief Daddy.
Chief Daddy, it was less scenes of the funeral, which pissed me off because this is what the build up. We saw them being delegated roles and seeing them struggling in their roles but figuring it out and all that stuff. And then only for me to see 2 to 5 minutes of the event. I'm just like, and I even remember there was even a black the part where they the wife is embarrassed of the family, and then it just cuts off to a black screen, and then we move on to the next scene. I was just like, I did not like that.
I hear you. Now that you mentioned that, yeah, I do hear that they probably could have given us some more. But what I remember vividly from that movie was the energy. Like I seeing like the different parts of the family represent themselves come out. You understand? I really show themselves. I could feel the energy that comes with the Nigerian event, and I don't think that is something that other movies necessarily capture and it's so disappointing because that's what makes our events unique. And to, like you said, to have movies a lot of the time that are centered around Nigerian events, and we now get to the events and we're seeing it's just underwhelming. It's like, this is not our reality. It's like, this is not a true representation of what we have going on here. Like, it's so annoying, fam. You'll watch a movie here, the whole time this person has been building up Ram and Odogu. I am the CEO of so and so holdings. I am the magnet. I'm an all magnet. Blah blah blah. When you now come to the wedding, like, bro, the bride is wearing some cheap rental dress. The guy is wearing some, what's it called, mix. I watched one movie lately. The guy was wearing a mixed match shoes. I said, That's what I said. I just had to off that movie. I said, are you mad? No, are you people actually mad? I think I finished the movie, but I was so pissed. I said, are you guys playing on my intelligence? I'm telling you. I'm like, are you guys actually playing on my intelligence? All the same by pretending this person is rich, this person is this, that, and you cannot even manage to get your suits. I was burgundy trouser, black jacket. I said, Jesus.
But this isn't like real life in Nigeria.
God forbid. God forbid. All magnets.
Presents themselves.
No. People that have real money in that country know how to dress. Because there's a class that comes with money.
Yeah, I understand.
And that person was meant to be giving us that.
Maybe he would stay rich when he realized God
forbid. My brain is getting hot. Because I was just. And that's the thing, a lot of Nigerian movies, that's what they do. I understand, probably a budget thing, you know, because from Nigerian events, if you hear the money people spend on Nigerian events,
go in debt.
Like, people go in debt because of Nigerian events. So I understand Nigerian movies may not always have the budget for that, but I don't know, there's something missing. There's something we can do more.
I just feel like if you're focusing on a movie, the storyline of a movie on an event, you guys should pay more attention to when it comes to that event part. Even if you have to, like, you know, reduce some of the scenes before the event, you know, just do. I'm not even saying it needs to be like we need to see the full, like, a whole hour of the event. But let's see more than 2 to 5 minutes.
No, we need to do.
And then and avoid a black screen, then cut to the next scene. Guys, come on.
No, we need to do something better because it's just disappointing. When it's just disappointing. There's something unmatched when it comes to Nigerian events, and to not get that feeling in the Nigerian movie, it's just like, if we can't get it, who's meant to get it?
Yeah. Oh, another thing about that, in every I keep forgetting the title of it.
In every word.
Too. Another thing is, because you have not watched this movie, but if you watch it, you'll know.
In every word, I've watched it.
Oh, you watched it.
Yeah, I watched it.
Do you know who you are?
Who?
Do you know who you are?
Who?
The girl's best friend.
I think I was friend. When that girl was packing money, she said no money can be placed. I said I reduced sister. Anybody that comes at her briefcase open. Why?
It's not also that. It was the part when they broke up. If you see when that girl more, as if she was the one that been broken up. This girl, black glasses, black scarf.
That girl is me. That girl is me.
When the man came, she's like
65 dishes. She knows the vibe. Hannah and mommy, they know the vibe.
Then she went and saw that thing. I said, I'm looking at Clinton.
You are looking at, but you know that's the disappointing thing. Yeah, that's what I think one area they slipped up when it came to that wedding in Love and Everywhere was actually big girls. No. They should not be wearing Ankara. For an Odogares, your girl should not be wearing Ankara. They should be able to afford George. You know, that's the one of their caliber.
So is that what you recommend? That's what you recommend.
Yes, now when people stand comes, none of that. God forbid. None of that.
I'm just saying that when I saw this, I said this is Clinton.
No, that's me.
This is Clinton.
But you need that.
And I saw comments. I saw someone commenting saying, if I don't have a friend like this, I don't have a friend.
So just come and consult with me.
When I said that comment, I was like, imagine having a brother like that.
Just come and consult with me. No. You need somebody like that in your corner. We're looking out for your best interests. We're trying to give you the best out of life. To help facilitate you getting the best out of life.
See,
so, you know,
when she came with a briefcase.
No, that girl, she knew her assignment. Despite her wearing Ankara, despite the Ankara, she knew her assignment. She was not playing around. That Ankara, God forbid, that really brought down that wedding. Sophia, when I saw this girl wearing Ankara, I said, This is not it now. This is not it. I can't remember what the men were. You know, men can get away with things. I think they were wearing white, so I think they got. Even them, I don't think they were too cohesive. But we're just gonna, they actually be.
But it's also funny about this thing is she didn't actually get the wedding that she wanted.
As per what? The intimate wedding.
Yeah, the intimate wedding.
But I feel like maybe they were going to compromise and do it like the white wedding intimate. And see, that's exactly what I proposed to you. Balance is key. So yeah, I feel like
I remember someone was like a happy ending. I was like, no, it's not a happy ending. She didn't get the wedding she wanted.
But she's the one that's also.
She was there saying.
But exactly, I respect people like that. Let's not make things difficult. We know what it is, so let's accept it, embrace it, and make it work. That's what it is, and that's what she did because. It's only going to happen once, so let's just do what we need to do. If you want to have the intimate white wedding, okay, we'll try and facilitate that because 100, I don't know about that, but 250 maybe we can do that. Do you get? And 65 dishes definitely have to be present. So you understand? But this is a compromise.
How you go get it all to Dubai?
Money in our water. So
in my father's side.
Money in our water. So
whatever we need to do. Go come my boat.
Money now, whatever we need to do. So I'm not fazed by such. So yeah, but loving everywhere. They really tried. I saw myself. I do not think I was going to finish it in one day because I started the movie late. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna watch. I have to wake up early to the next day. I think we had church the next day or more. I saw that movie to the end that night. I said, wow. And I think I even paused the movie halfway to join a call, and that call was like an hour long or like almost 2 hours long. I said, there's no way I'm going to continue this movie this night. I said, there's no way. It's already late.
No,
I think by then it was already after midnight.
Yeah.
I just said, let me just watch 30 more minutes. It will not be too late. From 30 minutes, I finished the movie. I said, oh Jesus, Money don't catch me. Money don't catch me. Chai, that movie. Chai.
Money
don't catch me. No, but she really knows what she's doing.
Yeah, she did. I really want to know, like, has she really done the movie after this? Come on, like, what's next? Like,
no, but
when you start
then,
high, not like you started high, but she built and she finally got her high, and then this one is like she's done I would still do the.
Yeah, because I was a bit scared. I was actually a bit scared. Like the movies that do so well, like especially the first installment, and the next one is a bit underwhelming. It's a bit disappointing. But this, especially when I saw 3 hours long, I said,
Yeah,
I was just like, it's not like I thought it was gonna be bad, but the reason why it took me so long to actually watch it was because of time. I'm like, if I know what Nigerian movies do to me. If I start, the probability of me, stopping it in between like I did in this one is low. I was deceiving myself, and still I succumbed. I finished it completely. So because of that, I kept on thinking, I was like, when am I gonna have time? So that's why I watched it as late as I was watching it. So yeah, all those factors, I'm just like, I hope this movie is going to do well, because I know how much they are put into it, and how much attention has gotten into it, and so, by God's grace, it has done what it has done.
I remember when what's it called, the actor, what's his name again?
Was that Rukwe?
Yeah, when he was like, he was getting sick of playing Ogaoflondon, and then this script came, and he was like, no. He saw what his character was going to be. He was like, no, I've done too many of these things before. And then I forgot his manager either made a bet with him or just said, just do this last one, and he did it. And then he did the movie, and then he said he started seeing memes and people using the phrases, and he's like, I'm never going to live this one down.
Lol, it's God's. Everything is God's timing, man. Everything is God's timing. But no, yeah, shout out. And I would say even before this movie, like I've been watching Omoniopoli's channel. I feel bad saying Omoniopoli's channel. And I've known like how she releases consistent good movies. Like every time she releases a movie, I was watching because I started watching. This started like while I was at uni. She started releasing these movies, and every movie I was watching as it drops. So it's just that movie is the one that. And honestly, when I watched the movie, I do not think I didn't realize it was gonna do what it did. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it just did.
But I just started seeing.
Because I just watched it as a consistent viewer of her channel. I can really trust Omoni's ability to release good movies. So
I'm looking at some of her movies. Some of the reasons I've not watched these movies because of I've seen the actor or actress. I'm just like, I've watched your movies.
There's some people that the producer of the movie or the co-star can override who is acting.
Like this guy.
I can't watch it.
I cannot do it. I'm sorry.
There's another guy they're giving fair people a bad rap in that industry. I don't know what. See, yeah.
The only person
I
that's
don't, I'm not
representing
who?
is what's it called? I may say Uchimota, but I'm not even sure.
I don't. She's not. She's not.
Yeah.
What I classify as fair, in my opinion, and that's not to mean anything negative here. But I'm not gonna. The fair people that I've seen act in the Nollywood space here, majority of the only person that's
you're giving light-skinned people a bad.
They're giving fair people a bad rap. It's giving lazy that you have just gotten into this space because of your color. That's what
like,
it's giving.
Oh my gosh.
The only person that is coming to my mind right now that I can say maybe is Chinese, that girl from To Kill a Monkey.
Oh,
Sunshine. I think that's her name.
Yeah, Sunshine.
She's the only person that I've watched recently. I'm like,
I like
yes,
Sunshine.
You can actually act. But all the rest, yeah, that I've seen that are fair. When I say fair, look like Whitney's color and the Nollywood space. I am telling you, their acting is so hard to watch. It's hard. It is so hard. It's like, are you reading the paper? Where is the effort? How did you get into this room? Especially when they're next to the likes of Uche. They're next to the likes of, you know.
When I see those roles, I'm like, me and Clinton could do this.
No. That is so bad. It's so, fair people in Nollywood space. I don't know what is going on there. I don't know.
Just hires.
I don't know how they're blinding people there, but the acting is bad. Fair people.
There's one that came from Canada. And now, what's it called? It's now Nigerian moves. I was like, clearly Canada did not give you any roles.
No. I don't know what is. I don't know. I know that Nigeria is a place that there's a conversation around, or they what's it called? They have this liking for fair people, but one would hope that you people can see beyond that when it comes to work. First. Exactly, especially when it comes to work, and especially when you compare them with people that have that deliver. If you put them side by side with people that deliver, it's not causing you a headache. It's causing me a headache. I mean, if you, I have a headache. It's hard. It's hard for me to watch. That's why there's some of them. Fashi, what's it called?
Oh,
producer. I know they watch Sham.
This chick.
Who?
This chick.
I'd say I don't even watch her.
This chick. Oh my gosh! Every time I see her on the screen, I start laughing.
No.
I just start laughing.
And there's one.
I'm just like, it's not like they're all light skin or fair people or like bad actors.
There has to be good ones out there.
There are good ones. Mm-hmm. But when you see these people constantly on your screen, it can make someone think, like, bruh, like, are these people just getting it for their beauty and their skin tone rather than talent? No,
they're giving fair people a bad rap. You lot need to do better. I don't know who's hiring them. Fair people, go to work. Go and learn. That's what you people can do for yourself. Then, those of you that are hiring them, open your eyes. Stop. I don't know whether you people have blinded them to the fairness. Open it. They're not that fair. Open it and see what's in front of you. They're not that good. Because what I'm saying is hard. And you're doing yourself a disservice because I'm not going to watch that punishment. It's not me you punish on the name of watching. Is it because they're fair? What's in there? And they see fairness morning to night. It's nothing new to me. That's the thing now. It's probably people that are excited by fairness. Because there are people that make a whole scene that, oh yeah, they're fair. Oh yeah, I was born by a fair man. I have fair people in my family. It's nothing special.
You don't have that much
but
fair people in your family.
No, but like it's in my family, so maybe that's why to me it's nothing special. But I know there are people that they see fairness as such a
that's why we have thing. Stuff like colorism.
Exactly, and I think that has a part to play in it because there's no other excuse as to why you people are hiring such bad work. I don't see any other excuse. The only thing that comes to my mind is that they're fair and people said they look nice because the acting is very, very bad.
What's it called? Pretty privilege.
Yeah, it's bad. It's very, very bad. So fix up because I'm not gonna suffer myself because somebody's fair. It's not that deep.
Even my girl, like my sister Regina Daniels, like she's my girl. I love her and all that stuff. But sometimes what's it called? I'm not saying she's even a bad actor. I just feel like her acting is one dimensional. Like I feel like you just repeated. Like I'll say do a dramatic scene. I'd be like, just repeated what you did in this movie. It's nothing like, whoa, you got me on. Like it's not Viola Davis, you know. Like when Viola Davis does the whole snot and the tear, you know, like Oscar. Like really, I'm just like sometimes like I don't even know how to put it. It just feels is one dimensional. That's the best way I can put it. One dimensional. It's like I've seen this before. Even the storyline may be different, but it's the same scene that you're giving me.
No, guys, please do better. We're not gonna punish ourselves on watching a movie. It's not happening. So yeah,
we're not coming at light skin people, as you can see. I'm like,
no, definitely.
I appreciate. All I'm saying is, it's like the name Whitney. It's like the people who are Whitneys in reality shows. People have given Whitneys a bad name because you guys have become quite. I don't know why the Whitneys on reality TV shows are unlikable or the less popular cast. that's how I'm just feeling right now in relation to fair people in Nigerian movies. I'm not saying that all fair people in Nigerian movies are bad actresses, but the ones that I'm
Majority
seeing
of them are.
is making
I'm seeing.
the ones I'm seeing is giving the whole of us a bad rep.
Majority of the ones that I've seen, maybe on this YouTube space, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's on this YouTube space because
Like you
the
said,
ones I've watched
Sunshine,
a
she's
lot
killing
more.
it.
Yeah, Sunshine is killing
Oh,
it.
even Sophia.
I like it.
Was this? Yeah.
Yeah, Sophia.
Oh
too.
my gosh, I love her.
Sophia
Beast
tries.
on Arrival, actually my favorite.
Sophia tries, but majority of these fair people I've been seeing, terrible. I don't even. I cannot even, water it down. It is terrible. The accent, I can't do it.
But I also feel like because they also bring in like I don't know, people who are Nigerians but like born in other countries. And again, yeah.
No. That's a different thing.
That.
Yeah, I think that's a bit different.
I'm not seeing that in what's it called like.
But some of them simply lack talent for the acting, in my opinion, and maybe it's something you can go and learn. But some of them, it's not clicking. It's simply not clicking. I think there's a difference when you can tell somebody's not based in Nigeria and they're not maybe accustomed to the environment, and they are coming with a Western influence. That's different. I can accept you for who you are. You're not based in Nigeria. That's different. But some of them, the acting is terrible. It is simply, there's no connection. There is no.
But I'm also
naturalness to it. It's
I'm
terrible.
also feeling that with like Ghanaian actors and actresses. There's like when the dialogue is just not connecting. I'm not sure if it's because of the culture, the cultural differences, but like there's one girl with who's Ghanaian. I just knew. No.
Okay.
I just knew it. I was just like the acting it was just
terrible. You can always tell.
It was just terrible. And part of me was like, it's the reason why it's so terrible because of the accent, because of the like their slangs are different to ours. So sometimes I have to consider those things.
No, I think some of them simply is bad. I think some of them is simply bad. I mean, because we are accustomed to a high quality, it's also more glaring when somebody's acting is bad.
Bro, we weren't always like this because some of our, our best, actors and actresses were, are fair people. Like, what's that guy? The one that, what's it called? Still has a patch on his.
Steve Ramsey Noah.
Yes.
I just have my comments, but
I like him, even though some of the moves that he's doing nowadays, I'm just like, I don't know, like you should be up there with the Richards and all that stuff, with the icons, and the movies that you're doing are just not good. They're not like good scripts. I don't know who's giving you that. And then what's that other guy that used to be in all of them? If they needed a light skinned guy or a fair man, they just bring that.
I can't remember his name, but I think I know
oh my gosh, him.
I think it's Mike something.
I just remember, like, I used to be so happy.
He's an evil matcher.
Yeah, I used to be so happy to see him because that was like, I saw myself, even though he was a man. I was like, oh my gosh, like, Dad!
You're not serious.
Dad!
I'm actually not serious.
I just remember, I used to be like, I don't even know how it happened. I would just be like, I'm not even joking, I used to be so happy when I saw him on the screen. And then also the fact that he was a good actor, I was just like, yes! I used to be so happy to see him.
No, but... yeah, do better, guys.
Oh, even Jim Ike. What's it called? His acting is not the greatest because he'd be switching from American accent to Nigerian accent. It'd just be like, it'd be giving me headaches.
Lol, no comments.
It'd be giving me. I'm like, stick with one accent, man. One accent. Soon you'll be putting off a Jamaican accent.
Well, we don't need another Peter Andre, so let's rest.
I was about to make a joke, but I was like, nah.
But I think it's time for OGA approval.
Down.
Okay, so it's now time for OGA approval. So, OGA approval, that's when I cling to the Ogaoflondon alongside my fellow OGAs, because I only roll with the OGAs. We pass our judgments.
The streets.
Even on the streets, we roll with the OGAs. So, yes, we pass our judgments on different scenarios as whether it gets our OGA approval or OGA rejection. And OGA approval is the place to be. So, today's scenario is not appreciating a gift somebody gives you. Does that get your OGA approval or OGA rejection?
Rejection.
Bam. And why does that get your OGA rejection?
What's it called? Regardless if you don't like the gift or not, someone's made the effort to give you a gift.
Yeah.
Like there's some gifts, a lot of gifts that Clinton's got me that I'm just like, you got this for yourself, not for me.
No, I got it for you. And I
can
a lot
of times Clinton does not pick anything from my list that I present. a lot of times you do not pick from my list. I present a list. People like, you know, my family will respect it, but Clinton does not get things from my list. And I'm like, even though I may not like it or may not wear it that much, I will still make an effort to be like, you know, he's taking this time to, you know, search and look for something within his budget to present to me. I just feel like even like I don't know, I find it tacky and like hurtful. Yeah. If like, you know, you're like, oh my gosh, can you send that back, or you just show it disgusting. I just don't like that. Sorry.
No, I completely feel you, because I was having a conversation with somebody recently and they're just like filling me in. They're just like, rather they basically clock that somebody that they've been gifting, that like they don't appreciate their gifts. So they now like,
how did they clock it?
Like the person wasn't like utilizing the gift. I don't think the person's reception towards the gift was, you know, something they would have expected, that kind of thing. So it just, you know, it was like the person's feelings towards that was just festering. So it got to a point where they just felt the need to speak about it towards the person. And imagine like the person, like the receiver of the gift, the response was just like, oh yeah, but you should know the kind of gifts that I like, that you should listen to my conversations, and based on my conversation you should kind of tell the kind of gifts that I like, and that I don't want you to be wasting your money, that kind of thing. I'm just like, wow, I'm so shocked. I'm just like, fam, so people can be, cause that's me, yeah. Cause I'm not going to lie to you. I understand the person's point of view, like the receiver's gifts. You know, the person is giving high quality, high taste, my kind of person. Do you understand? But like, as much as we are people of high quality, high taste, it does not mean that I need to, like you said, make you feel bad about the effort that you've made. Regardless, somebody has made an effort, and it's rude, it's tacky to not recognize that effort that person has made.
Would you say Bimbo is light skin? Or fair?
I think so.
Yeah, she's a good actress.
Okay, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, she was not in my mind when I came. Was classifying.
Yeah, I remember I saw her. What's called? I remember one time when she was wearing, what's called, a short dress, and I saw her lap. I was like, oh, she's fair, because that's how you can tell the difference between the bleach and the fair. Lol. You have to look at the laps.
Lol. But back to
the yams.
No, it's my yams. Lol. It's been long since I had that. Lol. Secondary school.
Dude, have you seen her Instagram though? Like, wow, her waist.
No, but she's been having a tiny waist.
I know, but like when you see it, like when you like just see, like, I know she was a crop top one time, you wouldn't think she's a tiny waist. But then when you see the outfit, but then again, that's like me. You won't see I have a tiny waist until, what's it called, Clinton sends the measurement to his friend, and his friend presents the thing, and Clinton thinks that the outfit,
you know, my friend, when it comes to waist, that my friend removes like 5 inches. When you tell her something, she's like, nope, she'll remove. She said, this thing does not add up, she will not remove it. I'm like, this is what I measured. She's like, nope.
Yeah.
That's actually.
I remember when you're like, oh, this is Whitney. This is Whitney's son.
She's like, no, it cannot be.
I remember like, Clinton thought the outfit had shrunk.
No.
Thought it shrunk, and then what's it called? It came to tying the thing, and there was space. And Clinton was just, I remember you were just so upset.
No. Every time I tie you into an outfit, I'm just shocked. I'm just like, Whitney, where are you? I remember one movie I watched with Bimbo, yeah. I'm like, where is your waist? Where is it? It was literally like, no word of it, like, it was like this. I said, where is your waist? But like, yeah, just people built like that.
There's people, and you won't live it, like, some people just like, you won't notice it until they wear something.
Yeah, nah, essentially it's on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to you lot with the buddies. But yeah, back to this. Yeah, it's just, regardless of your, what's it called, taste or your opinion of the outfit, it's just tacky, it's just rude. And even the person's response, I was just like, that wasn't necessary. I wouldn't do that. As much as I hear your point of view, we like a certain quality of things. I would never try and make somebody feel bad about an effort they've made towards me. It's rude.
Even just thinking about it, actually,
ungrateful. That's the word.
Even just thinking about it, actually, just, I don't know, it hurts my heart. Just like, you know, what's it called? Someone gives you a gift and you're like, or like you just show displeasure for it. I just feel so bad. No. Even if I dislike the gift, I'm gonna pretend. I'm gonna fake.
No, that's the thing. That's what I was like. If I was speaking to that person, I'm just like, bruh, if me and that person get to talking, I would tell them, like, you need to learn from me. Learn how to act.
Yeah,
learn how to act. Like, there's some things. Like, consider somebody else. Like,
even though sometimes Clinton does not show it. Even though sometimes Clinton you not show it.
What do you mean?
There are times where you're like, interesting.
Not to the person's face.
You've done it to me.
What are you on about? When?
You've done it to me.
When have you given me a gift and I'm like, interesting?
No, I gave Dad a gift and you're like, oh, interesting.
That's not my gifts. So my opinion does not matter. It's just an opinion. So yeah, but as far as you give me something, like there are people that have given me the same gift and I act surprised as if, oh my gosh, I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
But in my mind I'm like, where is the effort? But anyway, we will take it.
Yeah, like what's the good no, but seriously, I'm just even thinking about it, just deep in it. Yeah, it would genuinely hurt my heart if like what's it called, someone got me a gift and I wasn't at least grateful.
Yeah.
For the thing now.
No, so for those of you that think that is okay and I've been doing that fix up, it's definitely not the OGA way. And for you to be an OGA, you should not be doing that. So whatever they give you, whatever effort somebody makes towards you, however small, however big, always show appreciation. Because of course you would like the same to be done for you. So, and I keep saying it, with that mindset here, you guys will be treating people a lot better if you think about how would you like to be treated in the same situation. But yeah, it gets our OGA rejection. So wow, that is the first time I think we have agreed on a scenario so quickly. We agreed last time. Okay, but like so easily. I feel like this is the first time we've agreed on a judgment so easily. And I think for the past few scenarios we have been having a bit of back and forth before we come to our conclusion. Should we talk the proof that came in that last week I was correct? What? Was it last week or the week before that? You know when I made the statement that that Nigeria makes the start of Nigerian music is higher than Jenny K came in with the proof. One of our supporters of Puffpuffandteapodcast community. See guys, you guys should join in the conversation, add your opinions or 2 pence. We may just very resonate and speak on it over here. So yeah, if you check our comment section, he came through with the proof, screenshots as to the stats. I think let me get it for you. Because see, this is just a further reminder. Clinton does not talk from his ass. Like
I thought that's what he actually said. Clinton does not talk from his ass.
But this is a further reminder that Clinton doesn't talk from his ass. Like, and the wisdom that flows in me comes from Jesus. Because I did not even research this thing and I knew I was speaking correctly.
The Lord came to you and told you.
Yes, now the Lord speaks to me, of course. So what you researched and found out for us is that Nigeria's music industry generated 901 billion naira. That is $600 million in revenue in 2024. Whereas the whole of Africa, like the rest of Africa, excluding Nigeria, made $187 million in annual recorded music trade revenues as of recent data. So you see, $187 million of the rest of Africa, whereas Nigeria alone, more than times 3, $600 million. Just look at how my brain produced. Look at what it produced without even research. When I say people, African giants maybe just for mouths. It don't be just for mouths. If only this our African giants can transcend into our structure, Jesus will be unstoppable.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
We'll be unstoppable because I know what I'm talking about. Like you can't. The evidence is glaring. It's glaring. That's why when people are trying to, that's how I see one silly post on this. See, we're meant to be wrapping up this episode. This story should wrap it up for us. But anyway, when I was seeing this thing, I was seeing one silly screenshots. I didn't even know whether it was true, but I screenshotted it just in case we had time to discuss it. Though now that apparently new stats shows or new research, whatever, shows that serious whatever, because it's rubbish at the end of the day. It shows that the finest men in Africa and South Africa. I'm just like, yet again. You guys are lying. You're actually lying to yourself. But how can you even tell that? I feel like you guys see
How can you even tell how can you figure that out? Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
That's one thing. That's true. That's how I was even hesitant about bringing this up. But I actually do think I just think when it comes to a lot of things here, Nigeria is the lead. Where is the lead?
I've heard that before. It wasn't like the fine line after that. I thought it wasn't. What's it called? I think someone picked Kenya or something like that. Because they're asking people on the street.
Yeah, when I researched it, I think I saw Kenya in one, survey and all the ones. But, yes again, when it comes to a lot of these things, Nigeria is in the lead. And it's just...
But how can you say that, like, you can't say these things like, that South Africa has...
Have you seen us? Have you seen us? Have you seen me?
I've seen some of us.
No, that's not... But that's the thing here. Why I say this here is because Nigeria, there's so much range. That is why I'm confident that we have the finest. The fact, because if we can have the ugliest, we can have the
But beauty is the eyes beholder, so you can't even say. That's why I said the stat is rubbish.
It's rubbish regardless. It is. But in a lot of things, you people should just surrender. That is my point. Just stop arguing. Compete for number 2. That's what you people can do. That is my point. Because in a lot of things, we are the number 1. And anytime people are trying to deceive yourselves that we are not the number 1, you're just trying to make yourselves feel better. And we know it. You
just
know
Elbow.
it.
Where is it? It's Ghana, isn't it?
That what happened there?
That. He's from Ghana.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's from Ghana. I think
It just Elbow doesn't represent the whole of Ghana.
But I'm saying, oh my gosh, that guy from, what's it called? What's it called? Chief Daddy.
Mawuli.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw his screen, I was like, whoo, Ghanaian. It may be Ghana. In the eye of the beholder. It may be Ghana.
So we're just going to leave it there because we're obviously going into the wrong direction now. But as I was saying, we're going to leave it on a high note, and that's Nigeria as number 1. As the African giants that we are. But with all of that being said,
Let me see some Ghanaian people.
Please, see, this is a good time to end this. So bye guys!
Bye.